Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie and I'm here to do your daily reading for Tuesday, May 14th. Keep in mind that the daily readings they're called daily readings because we don't know what else to call them, but the time spiral. So the energy is like, what does that mean for energy is what I always say. So I would look at all the daily readings as you're guided to and see what's resonating, because it could be happening, it could be something that happened in the recent past. It could happen later in the week, next month, next year. So that's why it's a good idea to go back and watch some of the other daily reading videos. Okay. Oh, I'm also on Instagram under the same handle, Watch Natalie, Natalee. Okay, let's just jump right into this. I already talked about how time spirals, so energy is super, energy doesn't lie. Let's just put it that way. Energy doesn't lie. You can lie with like words and, whatever, but energy does not lie. So make sure to take a look at other videos and see what you're guided to and what the messages are, because there's energy and wisdom to be mined in those other videos as well. All right. Ooh, oh. Ooh, okay. So we have the Queen of Wands here. I love her. She's you've heard me talk about her. She's like the middle class queen to me. She's someone who will like get down in the dirt and build her empire and build her fortune and build her castle. She's someone who could have started at the bottom and just built her way up. She's built herself. Very well manifested person. All the kings and the queens in the tarot deck are well manifested people. So they're people who have maybe taken like an idea of themselves or, an idea for their life, and they have been successful in manifesting that in the 3D reality. So everything begins as a thought or an idea or a feeling, something immaterial. And not everyone can materialize that consciously with intent. And that's the manifestation talent. Okay, so when you see that negative person always complaining and always attracting like the bad energy, and they keep the negativity, it's like the cycle and the circle, and they don't realize how they're manifesting that. And then you see other people who, however long it took them, they had this idea and this vision for themselves and for their lives, and then throughout their physical day-to-day reality, they manifested it over a long period of time or a short period of time. But that's what this Queen of Wands is. She's that middle-class queen who manifested something from the ground up. She's the one who knows the planting, the harvesting, the waiting, the seasons. She knows all of that. She's been through all of that. And if you look, she's also really good with animals. If you see this little black kitty cat, she has a sunflower stalk, another indicator of her fertility and her abundance. And, now this is not the queen who is like still out in the trenches. She's not doing like that grunt work anymore. Okay, this is I just said all that for like the history and her background. She's also someone who's like a mover and a shaker. She's someone who's very fiery and very feisty and she's an action taker. Why did it take me so long to say that? She takes action, and that's why she's been able to build, because she's started taking actions that really just action by action by action built her like entire throne that she gets to sit on now. Okay. Now this woman could be you. You could be channeling this energy. It could be a woman around you, or it could be a feminine around you. And now it doesn't have to say, masculine and feminine can be in different bodies in reverse. So just take this as it applies to you. But this person, this energy is manifesting around you somehow. So it's either you or it's around you energetically. Okay. And she came out with the 10 of Cups. So she is someone who can manifest abundance and happiness and the perfect life. This is perfect happiness, actually. The perfect life, I like to use the 10 of Pentacles. But this card is the perfect life. The perfect happiness. There's just like the rainbow, all of the cups, the two people standing together in love, looking at the rainbow, looking at their blessings, their progeny are dancing in happiness in the front. The sky is clear, the house is in the background, they have water, they have vegetation, they have, You know, it's just this perfect scene. It's if you took a picture, if this were a picture, a family photograph of someone behind them, you know, it's like at the family party, a family cookout, whatever, and then, you know, someone observes this perfect happy family and they take a picture. This is it. It's like a snap of the day in the life of this perfect happiness. And it's this woman, it's this feminine rather, it's this energy that this Queen of Wands is able to bring and able to cultivate and manifest in the 3D reality. Okay, see that? See? So this is definitely something that is connected with her. So she's either bringing this with her or she's it, or it's you and it's your, it's, you know, it's some, but it's with her. Okay. So if she's around you, it could be someone, it could also be like a mother, it could be like a mother figure. She could be, you know, someone who's built up her kingdom and built up her wealth and health of her children, you know, her progeny, whatever. Or it could be someone that has no children, but she has that, like, that with her. So that could be you enjoying your wealth and your everything, or it could be someone around you. Just had Mother's Day yesterday. Ooh. Okay. Someone's working super hard. Someone is putting a lot of time and effort into something, probably something material. I think someone else is still working to manifest something in the material reality, because the coins are like things you can actually the coin cards represent things that you can physically touch and hold. So this worker is just working so hard on something material. And keep in mind, this is why I say to watch all of the videos as you're guided to, because what I'm channeling, there's a few different phases of manifestation. So like I said, everything begins as a thought or a feeling, and that takes place in the 5D reality. So if I'm like a little human sitting here, okay, and I have this thought or idea, and it's up here, it's not material, okay? And then it sits, it stews, it grows into a big desire. And then all of a sudden, it travels down into my physical body. And that's when I go up and I say, I want a raise. I want a promotion. That's when I go up and say, I want to marry you. That's when I go up and I actually take the action. And this is what this woman can do. She can take the action. She can send the email. She can make the phone call. She can, and you know what? When she shoots her arrow, she does not miss, because she has no fear, because she's fierce, because she's confident, because she's very strong fire energy in this card. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, those women, those energies, they're like, I mean, you see a lot of like taking action without thinking about it first, but that's not this queen. This is the queen, okay? The queen. So she's learned not to like blow her load. She's learned, you know, not to be too rash. She's learned not to take shots without really aiming and zeroing in. So that's where her talent lies. This Queen of Wands. She's like the queen of like perfect action, and she's so great at taking the action and taking the initiative. And once it settles down into the physical realms, that's her part of this. That's why I'm saying she physically plants the seeds. She physically, calls and makes the doctor's appointment for her husband and her kids. She physically, you know, cooks dinner so that everyone can eat something healthy and nourishing for their body, so that they can sleep well at night and, you know, hydrate themselves, so that the whole family gets up the next morning ready for the day, that no one's waking up feeling groggy and hungover and tired and, you know, with sulfates and toxicity in their systems and waking up with a headache, because she knows that the real world will eat them up, chew them up, and spit them out. And she's not going to set her family or her people up for failure. So she will physically, you know what I'm saying? I just like went on off on a thing, but that's the concept with the Queen of Wands. And so someone else, now she came up with this card. So I think she's like done. She's got her shit together. She's got her processes, her mind and her body. It's all like working well. This is somebody else. This is someone else that's working on an idea or a feeling and bringing it down into manifestation. So this could be you. If you're still working to make something right in your life or to get something in your life. You know, there's like physical action that you're trying to take or that you're working on to make things better for yourself. And she could help you. I mean, she's showing up in your reading. She's showing up in this reading. So you're either the Queen of Wands or you're that hard worker trying to manifest something in your life still. So I would ask her for help, or I would seek out her, you know, her guidance and her ways, her mysterious ways. It's not that mysterious. It's just hard work and initiative and action and confidence and, you know. Let's see what this other person is working hard for or working hard at. Any day now. Any day now. Wow, I guess the cards are a little shy right now. Or maybe there is no message. That's it, go home. Ooh, okay, never mind. Okay. So let's take this in little parts. Now, here's an interesting thing is that there's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the 7 and the 8 of coins all coming out like right back to back next to each other. And the Devil card, the Major Arcana card. So, number one, these are both cards of waiting on something still. So this we talked about, someone's trying to manifest something in the physical realm, right? And that has to do with like waiting because they haven't been able to do it yet and they're not able to for some reason. The next card, or the card before it, but you know, it came out next, is, what's it? The 7 of Pentacles. And this is someone watching their investment or watching some seeds that they planted or watching their work. He's waiting for the return on investment. He's waiting for this fruit to be, he's waiting for the plant to bear fruit. He's waiting to reap his harvest. He's waiting for the right time. Okay? So these are very clear indications that someone else is not quite ready to take the action that the Queen of Wands has already taken. So it's like she already got to her throne and her place, and the other personality, whether it's another feminine energy or a masculine energy, they're waiting to kind of catch up to her. Okay? And the fact that this came out with the Devil card, these two cards came out at once. Now the Devil card could be Capricorn. It could be Capricorn, but I'm not going to say that definitively because I have kind of a problem with that with the Major Arcana cards to say that it's just one, you know, blah, 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 blah. So take it as it resonates. It could be a Capricorn, but the most important thing to take out of this card is the element of control. So someone's taking a controlled perspective over their waiting period. So it looks like they're being really responsible and being really strategic. If you notice, these two people are chained. Can you see that? They're chained to the pedestal willingly. So the Devil card, he's got like the sign of the Baphomet. He's got them under his control. So this is you being under dominion of something else like drugs, alcohol, toxic relationships, or you taking control of something so that it has no power over you. So I think you're taking control. Whoever this person is, the waiting person, they're taking control of this period, of this time in their life, of this session of waiting. And that tells me that this waiting is not in vain. It's like they're using it. The Devil uses. The sign of Capricorn, their motto is I use. And that's because Capricorn is like the most spiritually evolved when they spiritually evolve. That's why we have our symbol is the head of the goat and then the fish tail and the end, because we start low evolved, you know, underwater creature, and then we evolve to go to the top of the mountain using our hooves. Don't know why I made that noise. Okay, so but it's using things the right way. So that's why Capricorns, the lower evolved ones, are super like evil, like devils. I just told my mom yesterday, I said if it weren't for her, I would not be spiritual. She's the one, I grew up watching her do tarot cards. If it weren't for my mom, I would be a bad person just like everybody else. I'd be evil. I'd be horrible. I'd be like George Pullman. I'd be like the worst. I'd be really successful, but I'd be just like horrible. I would be like an evil little tycoon. Seriously, I'd be like the Antichrist. Anyway, so the higher evolved Capricorn is super, super spiritually evolved. And instead of I use for destruction, it's I use constructively and to help other people. Okay, so this person, this other personality is using their time the right way as far as waiting. It's like maybe they're even healing. It could be like they're healing, or they're waiting for the right time, or they're still building something, or they're still working on something. Okay, let's see. Oh, did you see that? You did. Oh, cool. Okay, so the other personality, the other person in this little story for your daily reading is okay. So they're working hard. This is crazy. I just told you. So the feminine, is this a love story? Is this a love story? Okay. So the feminine's already manifested her 10 of Cups. Okay, she's the 10 of Cups. She's got the perfect happiness like within her. She's already manifested it in the 3D reality. She's got, you know, all her shit together. Everything's going great. She's doing great on her own. She's living her best life. And this other personality, it could be the masculine, it could be the feminine. They are waiting and working and waiting and working, and they're taking control of their situation. They're taking control. And like I said, this could be, I feel like this is mental, emotional, and the heart, and this is the physical. It's hard to discern when I'm channeling what is taking place in the 5D and what is taking place in the physical, unless I get the really specific channeling or the specific, you know, psychic messaging. So what I'm being told right now is that there's something that they're not really ready to bring down in the physical reality, but it's already happening in the mental and in the emotional and in the heart, okay? Because this is what they're working towards. This is what they're working towards, this perfect life, this perfect happiness. See, the 10 of Pentacles has money, it has wealth, it has progeny, it has property, it has animals, it has art. I mean, it has everything wonderful. It's that perfect life. He's looking out. He's playing with his dogs. He's got his dogs at his side, his companions. And then he's looking out at his children and their children. And he's literally looking at his wealth reflected back at him. Because when you have children, that's like an extension of you. And how do you not take pride in that? How do you not take ownership and pride of something that you created that's like out there walking around and doing great things? And, you know, he's proud, he's happy. His wealth is multiplied. It's like, and it keeps multiplying. If you ever read The Richest Man in Babylon, if you're like in a broke ass position right now, read The Richest Man in Babylon. It's wonderful. It talks about how your money are like your children, and how when you spend money, it's like you're killing your children. And your children, your money needs to have other children. It's like breeding your children's children and children, you know. It's kind of like it's an interesting book. It's really good. And it talks about building wealth, you know, over time, and all these wonderful little parables, okay? So this is how he views it. He views the whole wealth idea as being physical, like material, like these coins, and being genetic and DNA and passing fluids and like that kind of thing. Okay, so this is like the higher desire. This is what this other person is working towards. Either, you know, definitely like in the higher realm, and they're taking control and ownership of it. That's what Capricorn is. That's our area, is taking ownership and control and responsibility. And that's what this other person is doing. So when are they going to take the action? I don't know. Let's ask to see if it's going to be, let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday. Let's see if they take any action by the full moon in Scorpio Saturday. Maybe, I don't know if we should look out to 2 weeks, maybe just 1 week. You know, should I push my luck? I'm already at 20 minutes. Let's just see what happens. Let's just do 1 week. Ooh, that's too many cards. Is 1 week too short of a time period? I feel like it's gonna, let's see, okay, by the full moon. Let's just say Tuesday to Tuesday. Will they be able to manifest on the physical plane by then? Oh, you've got to be shitting me. When the cards fly out really far, I know it's the other person, okay? So, Jesus Christ. You can't make it up. You just can't. You just can't make it up. There's a very real possibility. There's a huge possibility. They're ending a major life cycle. This other person. This other person is ending a major life cycle right now. Major. It's just like, it could be a cycle that lasted 20 years, 30 years. This is someone, I want you to really look at this card, okay? She is in this egg, and that's like the egg of fertility, okay? The 4 elements, these guys are like earth, air, fire, water. It represents conquering every element and mastering every element. It's the exact, you know, we start with 0, the Fool, and then we end with key 21, the World, okay? Now, this is like completion, it's reward, it's success. It could actually be, it could be fame, but it could also be a lot of travel involved, okay? But this is definitely something that, you know, I asked about manifesting in the physical, so let's just go with that, okay? I know I'm trying to keep it short, but 2 cards came out, I'm sorry. It could be like, it could be travel, it could be changing your home. So this other person, maybe they wanted to move and they weren't able to, and now they can move, or maybe they can physically, you know, bop around, or someone in this situation can or will soon. Okay? Okay, let me talk about the cycle that we're closing out. It's like you're able to finally arrive at a state of the cosmic consciousness. Someone's finally plugged in. Remember how I talked about the 5D manifesting into the 3D reality? Well, this person is able to do this now. They're able, that's it. That's it. They're able to do it now. They're able to do it now. They can physically do it now. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. So this is like the past then. This is the past. The past, the most recent influence fading and right now. And this week a little bit. But it ends with them being able to do it. This is the path of liberation. They could be liberating themselves this week by the full moon and maybe a few days after. Liberating. They're completely free. They wanted to free themselves up above in the 5D reality. And they needed their time to work out whatever they had to work out. They could have been working on the issues, like they could have been working on the, you know, the fear, you know, whatever it was that they were working on. I'm not going to get into that because we're already at 23 minutes. But this is a major completion of a karmic cycle. And when you do the karmic work, you get rewarded. You do get, I mean, it's just cause and effect. It's how energy is. So that's why it's completion, it's reward, it's success, it's travel, change of residence. It's all these things. It's triumph in all undertakings. Anything that they do now, they will succeed and they will triumph and they will enjoy that triumph. So this is like your guaranteed, like golden ticket card. Okay. So I just asked what this other person's able to do and if they're able to do it. And then the answer is yes. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is Capricorn. Okay, so, and this one's Capricorn too, but I mean, I'm not going to make any judgments or I'm not going to project anything onto these cards. I'm going to tell you what they mean and you can take it as it resonates or discard it. Because it'll be different for everyone. And when I say Capricorn, I mean Capricorn. Or it could be someone with very heavy Capricorn influences, a stellium in the 10th house, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, ascendant, or there could be a Capricorn involved in this situation. How interesting. Yeah, I kind of think this energy is involved in this. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is basically the queen of material, physical wealth. Okay, so she's the one who's managing the wealth. She's the one who is in tune with her divine timing and her fertility. And, look how lush it looks, just completely luscious around her. And she's the one who can manage the day-to-day. The Queen of Wands is also great at managing the day-to-day. But I feel like there's a feminine involved that's very, very high level. This is a very, very practical person. The Pentacles, Earth signs, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it could be, it could be Taurus or Virgo, but because we have the Devil card, I'm kind of feeling the Capricorn. Or someone who's channeling these Capricornian elements of responsibility, of discernment, of, just calculated reasoning. Okay, but this is someone who can, now all of these coin cards, holy cow. There's something really tangible happening here, something that you can physically touch. Okay. Or it could be this person's being consulted and this person comes to help. That's what it is. I take it. I figured it out. Okay. So these two cards came out together. I'm wrapping it up right now. These two cards came out together, and that's because the Queen of Pentacles is going to come in and help this person who has been trying to take control over their waiting period, and they're working hard to achieve something. She will help this person complete their cycle. Thank you for bearing with me. Sometimes it takes me a minute, okay? I'm sorry. She will help this person complete a major cycle because they cannot complete it without her. She has something to do with this. And she's probably the same. She's probably this Queen of Wands too. I feel like they're the same person. Two sides of the same person. But it has something to do with money and material and, like I said, things that you can actually, touch. And he or this person, this energy, this masculine, this other feminine, this person has to do something, has to take the physical action like the Queen of Wands is able to take. They got to finish it up. They have to do it. And I think they're going to do it this week by the full moon. I just can't help but make these long videos. You know what? It takes how long it takes. The message is the message. I'm not apologizing for how long it takes anymore. So she helps this person figure it out. And when I say she, I mean the Queen of Pentacles. It could be a he, it could be a guy. Don't get all, huffy and puffy about it. But there's something about this completion and this reward. So she either is the reward or she helps this person reap the rewards, reap the harvest. Okay, so this person has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, working so hard. See, in both of these cards, the coins are like really not in their hands and accessible. They're building the coins, they're making the coins, they're watching the coins. She has the coin in her fucking hand. Okay, she has the coin. She is the coin. She is the value, and she brings the world with her. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you watching this could be traveling, the World card. You could be the Queen of Pentacles and you have to travel to help someone. Or you're hired. This could be business too. It could be. This could be work and business, and now you have to go in and help save the corporation from, okay, it could be something like that. So take it as it resonates, but this looks really exciting. Someone could be traveling this week. Hey. Okay. Thank you for watching. With this, I leave the reading with you to use as you may. I will talk to you soon. I hope this has helped you, and let me know how it goes. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.